안녕하세요, 여러분. Welcome. Business lesson 8. This one is all about innovation. Being innovative. You've got your PDF ready. You've listened to the MP3 and pre-learned your key vocabulary. And you have watched the clip at the top of page 1 on the PDF to prime you, to get you ready to learn about today's topic. If you haven't done those 3 things, stop the video until you have done them, then come back. Okay, you would have heard in the video, they were talking about being creative. And they had 2 types of creative people. They had adaptive creatives and innovative creatives. What was the difference? What do you think the difference is? They also ask, or I'm going to ask you, how does having varied experiences help with creativity? And in the video, why did they say it is important to say yes? Remember, business lesson 1, we did a whole reading on the importance of saying yes. In this video, from someone I've never met and never will meet, they're saying the same thing. So there must be something to it. Have a think. Why is it important to say yes? Why is that going to help you become more innovative and more creative? Okay, have a think. You don't have to know the answer, just think about it. Before we get to today's awesome learning activity, let's go over the 5 key vocabulary items. Cutting edge. It's the most recent or advanced version. For example, NASA uses cutting edge technology to send people to the moon. Outside of the box. Think outside of the box. Think creatively. State of the art. This is the most modern or up-to-date version of something, usually based on advanced technology. So they employ state-of-the-art technology to develop new medical treatments. Solution? Well, solution is just an answer to a problem. And market leading. This is the most popular product or service. For example, Samsung has many market-leading products. So does Hyundai. Okay, so does LG. Wow, Korean businesses are killing it. Okay, there are your 5 keywords. I'm not going to go over how to study the vocabulary. If you've forgotten, go back to lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or 7, and I'll tell you there. But today, let's jump straight into the speaking so we can get to this activity. Here we go. I'm going to say it. You're going to repeat. If we want to compete, then we need to stop coming up with run-of-the-mill solutions. Run-of-the-mill, just ordinary. Run-of-the-mill. To be a market-leading company, we need to invest in some state-of-the-art technology. We need to be proactive and start thinking outside of the box for ways to increase sales. The cutting-edge technology they are using was critical to their success. The most creative people are often outside-of-the-box thinkers. Many market-leading companies were the first movers in their product category. The R&D team were trying to come up with a new state-of-the-art semiconductor. Again, you'll notice words from previous lessons, which we've learned, are coming back because that's how we do it. We review, we recycle, and we repurpose. Seeing the same words in different contexts really helps you learn and get a deeper understanding of how to use these words. So that's why we're doing this, okay? There is a purpose, okay? So just stick with it, and I'm sure you're already seeing your English improve. So don't give up. Every day a little bit. Now, students, if you've got your PDF ready, the key thing here is you're trying to understand instructions and you're trying to be creative. We can all be creative, okay? It's not a magical thing that only some people can do. Here, 4 separate boxes. You'll see them. 4 separate activities. This is what I want you to do. Box 1. I want you to think about what you can do with bricks. Set yourself a timer. 1 minute. Try to think of as many things as possible as you can do with bricks. For example, I can build a wall. I can build a house. I can stand on a brick to see over a fence. I can. 1 minute, how many can you come up with? I came up with 13 in a minute. The best student I've seen so far has come up with 19. And some of the ideas were crazy, but they were awesome. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Be creative. 1 minute, what can you do with a brick? The second box. I've done a little bit of doodling here. Doodling is just when you're just drawing without thinking. Okay, your boss is talking and you're not listening. You're doodling. You are going to finish my little, well, I guess it's 3 lines in like a half a triangle. You're going to create a picture. You're going to become Picasso. Okay? Just create a picture. Take as long as you want. Come up with some sort of image. Be creative. The third box. You've got all these circles. In 2 minutes, I want you to come up with as many emojis as possible. But be creative. Don't look at your phone and steal their emojis. Come up with your own emojis. If you need more circles, just draw more circles on the PDF. Okay? That's fine. You won't lose marks for being a little bit messy. Okay? Now, if you think emojis is too easy, or you've already done emojis, what about football uniforms or fabric design, a pattern? Okay? Come up with as many creative ideas as you can on the one topic. The final one. You need to just complete the sentences. I'll give you an example. If I could be any animal, I would be a cat because cats are good at climbing trees. If I could create a new animal, it would be half tiger and half eagle because a teagle, a tiger and an eagle, a teagle would just be an unbelievable animal and they'd be awesome at hunting. If I could have a superpower, it would be flight because I would want freedom. Okay? Be creative and really engage with the activity. Got the instructions there? I've given you examples, so you should be able to do this one. Also, don't forget, there's another short clip. Make sure you're doing it. It's a little bit of fun. It's about 1:30. And there's 3 comprehension questions to do. The answers are at the back. Make sure you're doing those. Then finally, what I want you to do, I'm not going to read it. We've got the reading section, which you know, but I'm not going to read it this time. What I want you to do is you're going to read it. Then for each key paragraph, there's 4, I want you to restate the paragraph in your own words. Let me give you an example. I'm just going to go tip 3. I'll read it to you, then I'll show you what I want you to do. Be inspired. Fuel your innovative mind. Go to your local art gallery or museum. Read about great inventors, or watch a documentary about an innovator or artist you admire. These creative journeys may spark a new idea. Okay, now I'm going to do it what I want you to do. Okay, so you've got the information. Now I want you to pretend you're giving someone advice. So to become more creative, you could go and check out a museum or an art gallery to see some examples of great innovation. And you could also, now it's okay if you forget. It's okay. You could put your own idea. You could also watch a movie by one of your favorite directors to see how creative they are. Or come back, look for the information. Documentary. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so if you want to improve your creative thinking, why don't you go to a museum or an art gallery and be inspired by others? Or watch a movie by a great director and see how creative they are. Or why don't you go and listen to a really classic musician play some music and see how they're creative? This might inspire you to become more creative. Okay, so that's all I want you to do. I want you to rephrase what you read. Do it a few times. Make sure you check back. Oh, I could add that. That's what I want you to do in this activity. Read it and then practice using this information and pretend you're telling someone else. There you are. You are done. Make sure you tell your friends about Oyster Cafe, the place where we keep English real. Bye!